Welcome back to Conquering College. I'm Jeff Anderson. In this video, we're going to calculate your weekly required meeting times. This is the total number of hours that you have to spend physically present during the week for the upcoming academic term. The entire philosophy or the entire kind of theme of these last videos and the coming 2 or 3 videos is to prep you for success. Being a student is very difficult. It's demanding. It takes a lot of energy. And if you can think beforehand about what you need to do, when you need to do it, and you can prep yourself to be able to actually fulfill your responsibilities, that's a big deal. We started this video series by identifying specific academic goals. These are kind of your targets that you want to set. After we did that, we set a term calendar to give an overview of all the things that you want to go to throughout the term. Now we're looking at your weekly schedule, and the weekly schedule is where the magic happens when you try to create success on your academic goals. Every single student in college, I believe this down to my heart, every student that signs up for college has the capacity to be a 4.0 straight A out-of-the-box student, to reach all your academic goals, whatever those are, 4.0s, Bs, whatever, you can do it. The important thing is to have the time and flexibility to meet those responsibilities. In this video, we're going to calculate all of the times that you have to be there. In the next one, we're going to look at how much time you should spend on a day-to-day basis studying. And then finally, we're going to help you avoid common scheduling traps. Let's jump right in. We begin this by calculating your meeting times and filling in this table here. So start by looking at the schedule you created in video 4. We'll begin by filling in the course load. You can get this table in the link to the document below. So the course load is the total number of hours that you expect to spend in class. A good way to approximate course load is just to write the number of units. Usually 1 unit represents 1 hour of class. For those students that are involved in lab courses, be careful because labs are usually 1 or 2 units, but they meet for 3 to 5 hours, and you want to go ahead and calculate that in. After you've calculated your total course load, go ahead and put in your weekly work hours. So this is the number of hours you expect to spend working per week for the upcoming quarter. Finally, you want to go ahead and put in here the number of hours that you're going to spend doing anything else. So this is the other weekly activities. The last part of this process is to calculate the total number of hours that you're going to spend physically present per week. And you do that just by summing the course hours, the amount of time you spend working, and then everything else. Let's take a look at an example of how this works. So here is the example schedule that we set in the last video. I go ahead and just count the number of hours that I'm going to spend in class. In this case, I see that I'm going to spend 15 hours per week, corresponding to 15 units, coincidentally. So I go ahead and just mark that in there. I know that I plan to spend 8 hours per week working, so I go ahead and just mark in appropriately 8 hours. And then finally, everything else I'm going to spend doing, in this case, it's just 1 club meeting per week, which is the engineering club. So I go ahead and drop that in. To calculate the total, I add those 3 up. 15 plus 8 plus 3 is just 24. So I go ahead and just drop 24 in. Once we've done this, we're going to spend some time thinking about how the course load corresponds to number of hours studying. So in the next video, we're going to calculate budgeted weekly study hours. All right, I will see you in the next video.